Welcome back into Sports Connection. Joining us today is the Lady Purples girls lacrosse squad. They are killers out on the field. Of course, we got head coach Lisa Correa, Tegan Correa, and Abby May. How are y'all doing today?
Good. Thank you.
Well, Coach, we'll start with you. This season, it's been absolute dominant so far for you all. When you look at the stats, I think you all have only allowed 5 goals this season. At least that's what KHSAA has said so far. Just for you, what has the season been like?
Well, we've had a really great season so far. Ladies are 13-1. We have given up a few more goals. A lot of the KHSAA results aren't showing the whole picture because it's max preps with the KSSL, the league that we play in. So all of our opponents that are KHSAA registered will be on the KHSAA site. But no, they're having a great year, and we've been on a roll for a while.
Yeah, another district championship, Coach. That's got to make you proud. But you've really done a lot for this program there at Bowling Green. Tell me about these 2 young ladies in front of you.
Well, we have Abby May. She's a senior attacker. She's a captain. She does a great job for us every game. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she has really worked hard in the off-season to advance her stick skills and become a serious offensive threat. Super proud of Abby. And Tegan Correa, she's a senior. She's a captain. She's a midfielder. She takes our draw. Tegan is a big force for us on the field. She gets a lot of ground balls, causes a lot of turnovers, and she's our leading assist leader on the team, sets up a lot of plays for us, and just plays a great deal of defense as well. So we're really proud of Tegan, and she's come a long way, battled back from some knee injury, and we're just happy to have her back on the field.
Girls, last time we had Coach on for lacrosse was last year. We didn't have any of the players on, so now that you're all here, I wanted to get your all story on, how Coach came to you about joining the lacrosse team and playing lacrosse, and how you've gotten up to where you are today. So, Abby, let's start with you.
Yeah, so freshman year, a bunch is when Coach Correa started coaching, and my sister was actually playing, and I wasn't planning on playing lacrosse, and then Correa told my sister that I should try it, and so I came out and just started practicing, working, and then I've been playing since freshman year, all 4 years, and I've just really enjoyed this team and having her as coach. So.
As for me, there was a couple upperclassmen that I had known. They had played the previous years before my mom had started coaching. Before the other coach had stepped down and my mom came up, she was kind of just like, you might want to give it a try. So I ended up really liking it when I did start playing, and started playing with a lot of my friends, and it really helped the atmosphere.
It's very, very cool. I got a question for you, for both of you, and Coach. I'd like for you to chime in too, but we'll start with you, Abby. If you had a microphone and you were standing in a gymnasium, because look, the premise of this question is your sport is very exciting. It's very cool. It's not, fluent in all school systems. You're getting there every year. I think there's some more interest, but being as cool a sport as it is, and it's not taking off like maybe soccer did 20 years ago. I think it got hot there at first, Coach, but what would you say to a big room of folks there that might want to play this game? How would you entice them?
Yeah, I'd say it's a really fun sport, and it's competitive too, and so we started our freshman year and didn't know a bunch about it, but have learned a lot, and it's easy to pick up and learn, and I say most of the girls on the team would say the same. So I think it's growing in popularity, and it's really just fun, and it's challenging to learn at first, but once you pick it up, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I personally think lacrosse is one of those sports where everyone has to be involved. It's not like one person can go win the whole game, and it's really enjoyable to be in such a team atmosphere where everybody's passing it to each other, and it's so encouraging to be out there. And I really do think popularity, it's just growing and continues to grow as the longer the game gets played.
Cool.
Coach, looking at last year, you all got to the semifinals before you all were knocked out. But again, another great year for you all. Comparing these 2 teams from last year to this year, what is the differences in your mind between last year's team and this year's team, and how can this year's team get to that championship game?
Well, last year, we have to shout out our other captain, Liz Moran. She's our leading scorer, and she was our leading scorer last year, and that was everybody's job, was to stop Liz. And she's a left-hander, and she's got a good shot, and she has some nice moves. It's very difficult to stop. Lexington Catholic in the semis last year did a pretty good job. They put all the effort in stopping Liz, and it was tough to break through. It was a very close game. Our defense played outstanding, and I put a lot of emphasis on our defense because, defense wins championships. And but now, from last year to this year, I believe, Abby was a very good player last year. I wouldn't say she was as an offensive threat as she is this year. She is tough to stop, and we didn't have Tegan last year. I think she did try to get in. She just gotten released with her knee, and we tossed her in, but I was holding my breath, and she wasn't, I would say, not up to 100%. I mean, she was 100% released, but, it's hard to just jump back in. But this year we have 3 people that can score. So you might stop Liz, then these 2 might be able to chime in. If you stop Abby, you're going to have to deal with Liz and Tegan. So with that, and also we've had some underclassmen step in to some really good roles and really had to improve quickly to get into the attack.
Tegan, my last question, and Abby, answer it too. So even a win or a loss or whatever, after a game, do you guys hang out a lot when you're not playing? I mean, you talked about it being such a team sport and everybody plays a role. Do you all, build your relationships off of the field?
Absolutely. I think before there'll be certain games, we'll all get together at a friend's house and we'll all eat and just hang out. After games, we'll either break off in groups or we'll go out to eat together. Whether it's getting to practice early, we like to get to practice a little bit early, and we kind of just hang out for the first 10-15 minutes before practice and really get to chat. Or carpooling. We like to carpool with a lot of the underclassmen. They're full of energy, and I just love to see it.
Yeah, I'd say this year, our team's really gotten a lot closer, and we spend a lot of time, together at practice, but then after practice, too, or beforehand, and just, we eat a lot of meals together, and then have just, grown together closer with, underclassmen and upperclassmen, so it's really fun.
Go win this thing.
Well, that's my last question for you. For you two, just what do you all have to do this year to go out and get that championship?
I think just keep playing how we are, keeping it a team sport, and just work together.
Yeah, just keep playing as a team and trying our best. So.
Well, we appreciate you all coming on to the show. Good luck to you all. Congrats on winning the district championship. Hoping you can go even further than that. So we will be watching for sure. Well, don't go anywhere.
That looks pretty good.
Don't go anywhere. We have more Sports Connection right after the break.